Hello and welcome to Station Bandung. Today I'm taking one of the most luxurious trains all the way from Bandung to Yogyakarta. This is the Argo Wilis Express. It has various cars. You can see there's economy cars, there are some executive cars, and then at the very front there is a panoramic car where I will be sitting today. This is basically first class when it comes to trains here in Indonesia. It has bright windows, lots of space. You can basically see the entire country in expanded and enhanced. So let's join everybody else on this train and let's begin our journey to Yogyakarta. Let's go. As you can see, guys, this is the executive car, and then the panoramic one has actually an attendant greeting you, so that's pretty fun. Hello. How are you? Alright guys, I'm in my seat here. It's very leathery, very pleasant. Reclines as well. I'm not gonna do that yet. Maybe later though, but let me show you how much space I got. What the heck. And this is the free water, the free coconut milk they distribute here on this train. There is an attendant here as well. I think there's two, in fact. There's a cool TV. He's very friendly, so that's good. And then this is the station over there. It looks kind of colonial. Pretty nice. Honestly, I enjoyed Bandung a lot, but it's time to head to Yogyakarta. There's a coffee machine on board, which I'm so thankful for, because I had like about 2 hours of sleep last night. So if I look tired, it's because I am. Also, look at the temperature, 23 degrees. Only in Bandung is it that cool and so chilled. Absolutely love it. But I'm gonna catch you all when the train gets going, or when I'm being served some food or drinks. Whatever comes first. Also, very conveniently, they have porters at the stations. They are wearing red shirts, and basically when you get off the train or you get out of your taxi, they can help you with your luggage. Look at that, guys. We've started moving very slowly, but I think this is it. We're actually 2 minutes early, but we're pulling out of the station now. Let's see when we get our breakfast served. These boxes contain our breakfast, which is something executive and economy don't have.
Selamat datang di kereta wisata Argo Wilis, berangkat dari stasiun Bandung pada pukul 7:35. Pada setiap tempat duduk terdapat lampu baca. Anda dapat menghubungi kru yang sedang bertugas pada perjalanan kali ini. Untuk pengoperasian automatic window, Anda dapat menginformasikan bahwa selama perjalanan kereta api ini dilarang. Karena kenyamanan Anda dan keselamatan Anda adalah prioritas. For the automatic sunroof, feel free to ask your crew, and for the automatic window.
Thank you so much. We pulled out of the station maybe like 5 or 10 minutes ago, and we already have a breakfast box in front of us. Let's see what's in there. Once I've pulled out that table, which is also going to be quite a challenge because this train is not the newest, but let's try it. Oh, there we go. Nice, okay. Okay, let's see what's in the box, shall we? Alright, here we go. There's another box that says cafe, and then there's this focaccia bread, and then another cheese puff or something like that. But this is only one meal. We're also gonna get lunch served later on our journey, because this is gonna be a 6-hour train all the way to Jogja, so quite a long one. I'm very happy about the coffee machine. Haven't had a single coffee yet today, so that's much needed. I do have to say that the seat is pretty comfy. Obviously leathery, reclines, but also it doesn't jerk around as much as I thought it would, because obviously the railway in Indonesia is still Dutch, so not the newest. Now we're in a tunnel. Also, funnily enough, there's a panoramic roof as well. TV shows the history of Argo Wilis, the train company. The mystery was solved. The other box contained popcorn, which is quite interesting. Maybe if you downloaded a movie for this journey, it will make sense, but I have not, so we're just gonna have this for breakfast, I guess. What the hell is this view?
In a moment,
oh my god.
By one of Bandung iconic landmark, that is Masjid Al-Jabar.
Wow, that's a massive mosque. That's insane. This is supposed to be a landmark of Bandung. I can see why, it's massive. Hello, other train. We're about 10 minutes into the journey and this is already epic. But I also need to sleep on this train, so I'm not going to film everything. Thank you so much. Amazing. What a service as well. And here's some more rice fields. The views are insane. Literally unbeatable. The mountains around Bandung, crazy. Java Barat, Western Java. One of the most beautiful places I've ever seen in my life. And now we're about to get this, which is a coconut milk, I think. Or some sort of coconut drink anyway. But I'm really looking forward to the coffee, to be perfectly honest with you guys. Alright, so this is something cheesy, but I can't tell if it's going to be savory or sweet, so let's give it a try. Both. Savory and sweet. Don't know how, but it's very good. And in an hour we're going to be served one more meal, which is Indonesian rice. I was just offered it, and pretty insane that you get 2 meals, or at least 1 big meal and 1 snack box, included with the ticket. That is phenomenal. Also shout out to Lutfi and Salma for being really cool and friendly attendants on this, I want to say flight, no, it's a train. And I love that the train is moving really slowly, so you can really observe the whole scenery. Obviously, the time of travel is 5 hours 49 minutes, and the train doesn't just stop in Jogja, but it continues on to Surabaya, which is a place I'm going to visit after Jogja as well. So stay tuned for that, subscribe. About half an hour later, and we have a hot meal in front of us. This is some sort of mystery meat, not too sure, with the crackers, the typical Indonesian, I don't know what it's called, like maybe a rice cake, and then some hot rice as well, and some veggies, and some cutlery, of course, as well. Gonna get a coffee now as well. Lutfi kindly offered me that. Also followed on YouTube, so shout out Lutfi if you see this. But yeah, beautiful scenery. Absolutely loving this train so far. I'm gonna try to get some sleep later, but first let's eat. That's really, really good. That was the meat. But it's more like meat and bread in one. I don't know, hard to describe. Some hot sauces as well. I'm gonna try those too. But I'm gonna catch you all later when we finish eating and get a coffee. Okay, what the heck is this nature? That was insane. But anyway, this is the meat actually. This is beef. So yeah, really good meal. I'm surprised how good this tastes. Look at this, guys. Even the bathroom is incredible. So spacious. Wow, even a window in the bathroom. This is a marble top. Wow. I mean, this train is just epic, and I'm really enjoying the journey so far. Let's go back to the seat. I'm gonna try to get some sleep, show you some more views, and gonna catch you guys later. Now, what are these views? I'm just coming back from the bathroom, and this is what I'm experiencing. And that's the carriage that we're in. It's in a 2-2 config. And yeah, it looks gorgeous. Look at that, guys. If that's not a thumbnail, I don't know what will be. You have no idea, guys, how much better I'm feeling after this coffee. As I said, I had 2 hours of sleep. Was so excited for the train that yeah. This is Lutfi, by the way.
Hello.
Hi.
This is nice passengers.
Yeah. Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you too.
All right.
Enjoy for this train. Okay.
Thank you so much. But yeah, this is the view out the window. This train is unbeatable. If you're ever coming to Indonesia or Java, this is definitely an experience to bookmark, because this is just wow.
This train will be stopped for 8 until 10 minutes. Thank you.
Sorry, I'm just gonna have a quick look. Alright guys, second stop of the day. The first one was in a village that I can't name, but this one is in a bigger town of Tasikmalaya. I think that's what it's called. You see, it's a bigger train station over here. This is the second and I think last stop of the journey before we get to Jogja. But then obviously the train's going to continue on to Surabaya without me. Now let me show you what the executive class looks like on this train, or maybe economy, I'm not too sure, but this is it. Even that's not too bad. These seats are lovely, but we're going back to our seat in first class because that's where we belong. Many hours later, fast forward to central Java, and you see the landscape has changed so significantly. It's much flatter now, and you can kind of see how hot it is. Like, I don't know, the sun's beaming down, and you can literally tell it's almost 40 degrees out here. But yeah, guys, that was a really cool journey. Obviously, this train continues on further. I paid, I think, $60 so $65 for my seat, which comes with 2 food boxes, the whatever rice meal box, and then the snack box with popcorn. Also got 2 coffees. Somebody else will take my seat after Jogja, which I'm very sad about. I'd rather spend another 3 hours here. But yeah, highly recommend it. Would definitely do this again. This might honestly be the most comfortable train I've ever been on in my life. Full stop, anywhere. I think more comfortable than this is only going to be a sleeper train with an own cabin. It doesn't get any better than this with a normal seat. This is insane. And look at the legroom, guys. I can literally stretch out. I can literally lie down, and I won't touch the other end. And I am 6 foot tall, so that's very good. That's brilliant. And the views are much flatter now. A lot of oil palms, particularly, because obviously Indonesia produces palm oil. Yeah, infrastructure seems also a bit different than it was in Jawa Barat. Very interesting. Very excited for Yogyakarta. And I think you can also make a point that this train is much more comfortable than even flying. Like, only business class will be comparable to this on a domestic Garuda flight, perhaps. But otherwise, this is the way to travel. And if you have a bit more time on your hands, then absolutely go for this train. And here's a photo of the train carriage that we're currently in. And we're going to see it from the outside in just a few minutes. There's also Wi-Fi in the train. It's not very stable, but it exists.
Kami persilakan kepada Anda untuk mempersiapkan diri serta cek dan teliti kembali barang bawaan Anda.
Well, guys, you heard the man. Lutfi said we are pulling into Yogyakarta station, which means my time on this train is officially coming to an end. Very sad, because that was literally one of the coolest things I've done. One of the coolest modes of transport I've taken anywhere in the world. Again, highly recommended to anyone who's coming to Indonesia. And you know, I might be on this same train a bit because I might go out of my way and spend more money just to book it. This is just such a special experience. But yeah, guys, let's disembark, and then I'm going to show you the train in its full length. You can already see the whole, you know, all the passengers are disembarking, and the train's getting empty. And then new passengers will join this train. And there's the train. This is the locomotive. This is Lutfi. Bye-bye. I take it back. This is like an engine car, and I have to really scream into the microphone because it's so loud. And then that over there is the locomotive. But this is the loud part of the train. And then over there are all the cars, all the train cars. And this is a regional train here in Yogyakarta. This is it. There goes the panoramic car, and this is the executive car, which looks like this. Not sure if we have economy here, but we'll see it in a second when the other cars go past. So this seems to be all executive. These are all executive seats. They are more comfortable than economy seats, of course, but we don't even have economy seats on this train at all. This is either executive or it's a panorama car. Wow. And there goes the train. Bye-bye. Hope to see you again soon. I'm actually really sad. And here I am at Yogyakarta station. It's incredibly hot. You can kind of see it. The sun's beaming down, no clouds at all. But yeah, I'm going to get to the pickup area, going to get a taxi. I'm going to show you guys my accommodation. That's going to be where I'm going to end the video today. So stay tuned for that. welcome to Taman Melati Apartments here in Yogyakarta. I've just checked in. The tiredness is starting to hit for real, but anyway, this is what we're dealing with for $22 a night. We have a double bed, we have a table over there, a coffee machine, which is insane. Like, where do you get that good value for money? A statue of the Petronas Towers, my favorite building in the world. Love Kuala Lumpur. And Austria. Where else have they been? Singapore. That's pretty cool. And then a kettle. I mean, you don't really need that if you have a coffee machine. A TV, a kitchen with a microwave. And then over here is the bathroom. Which, okay. Oh, that's not bad. I mean, it's a shower and a toilet. Where's the sink? Oh, okay, we'll probably have to do everything right here. There's no separate sink in the bathrooms. That's the only thing that I find a bit weird. But either way, there's also a balcony, I think. Or maybe just a view, let's see. Oh, it is a balcony, nice. All right, let's check out the view then. Ah, there we go. We're looking north, so this is not the center of Jogja. This is the opposite side. We're staying near a university called UGM, which I think is just on the other side over there. But yeah, that's the view out the window. This is the entrance that I just entered from. And there's somebody in the fields doing some field work. This is also where I'm going to end the video. I've already told you my thoughts on the Argo Wilis train. I absolutely loved the experience and would love to repeat it because that was just insane. And I think the stretch from Bandung to maybe not all the way to Jogja, but maybe like half the way, was so beautiful because we had lush forests, jungles, mountains. The track was curving, so it was just so beautiful. Either way, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all very, very soon in the next video here from Yogyakarta. Bye for now.